Hi folks, it's brew time again with me and Perry. So he's just finishing off his afternoon snack. And I thought we'd take this opportunity to just do a little video about Perry in general. So Perry is what we call a Tribred Falcon. So he's 3 different species of falcon all rolled into one. We have a Jay Falcon, a Saker Falcon, and a Peregrine Falcon. And we often get asked, well, what's what? Which is which, what's what, where did they all come from? So I thought I'd do a little video just explaining each species, a little background on each species, and kind of some of the reasons of why people hybridize these birds. So let's take the Jay Falcon first. So the Jay Falcon is the largest species of falcon on the planet. It's found throughout the whole of the northern tundra. So we find them from northern USA through Canada, we find them through the northernest parts of Europe and all the way through Asia as well. They are very, very much cold weather birds. However, they are in some cases quite unusual with some falcons because the type of quarry that they're taking birds like a lot of falcons, like your peregrine, but they're also have been known to take hares as well. So they're going to take ground quarry as well as kind of aerial quarry as well. One of their main quarries though is the ptarmigan. Now this is quite a big partridge bird. And there's several different kind of variations to the ptarmigan, but they're a big partridge basically. But that's what the Jay Falcon is going to be taking. Now, let's take the Saker Falcon. It's still a large species of falcon. It's not quite as big as the Jay, but it's still a large species of falcon. One of the things with Sakers is their colour variation. It's quite broad. There's lots of different variations within colour. Now, like all the other species of falcons and birds of prey, there's very little difference in coloration between males and females. However, the size, as always, females are bigger than male. Thing with Sakers, they're found throughout Europe as well. Now, in Europe, their numbers are quite low. They are kind of classified as a species of concern basically. So the conservation efforts towards Sakers are moving forward to try and preserve this species throughout Europe. However, they are found again quite broadly across Europe and through into Asia as well. Now again, like the Jay Falcon, they're going to be taking both ground and aerial quarry. So this makes them quite formidable hunters out in the wild. Last but not least, the Peregrine Falcon. It's probably the most famous species of falcon on the planet. It is also the most widespread species of falcon, found pretty much everywhere on the planet, apart from in the extreme climates of Arctica, places like that, where it's basically too cold for anything to live. But what it's really famous for, the peregrine holds the top speed record of any animal on the planet. Now, according to certain sources at the moment, the top speed is recorded at 242 miles an hour. There are some reports of these birds going quicker, but they're all confirmed at 242 being their top speed. Now, this is not in a straight line flight. This is in a dive. Also in a dive, they can pull anywhere between 9 and 15 G, which is just tremendous force on the bird as well. Now, unlike the other two, this bird is mainly taking aerial quarry, predominantly pigeons, rock doves. However, because of how widespread they are, they've also been recorded taking small rodents and lizards and other small birds as well. They are some of the best predators on the planet, which is why they've been able to be so widespread around the world as we see them today. And their numbers, obviously in certain areas regionally, some areas are a little bit scarcer than others, but this bird is, or the peregrine falcon is classed as least concern. Now, because they're so widespread, there's also between 18 and 19 recognised subspecies of the peregrine falcon. But as we know, Perry here is a tribrid. He's a mix of 3 different falcons. So why do we hybridize them? We'll take a bit of a brew for this one. So the reason why people hybridize birds is because they're looking for certain characteristics. Now obviously peregrines for their height and their speed, Gyrs for their speed and their size, and then Sakers as well, obviously for their size and also their agility and their ability to take ground quarry. But also as well, falconry is a worldwide sport. Now in the Arab states particularly, it's a huge part of their culture. Now unfortunately, Gyr Sakers don't live very well in warm climates. So one of the reasons for hybridizing them is so you can have a large falcon like a Gyr, but that can live in warm climates. Also as well, when you hybridize animals, what often sometimes comes out is something called hybrid vigor, which basically means the hybrids are bigger than the originals. So we have a very large, formidable falcon that can live in warmer climates, which is some of the main reasons why people hybridize different species of falcon. So I hope that helps. Obviously, if you have any questions or want to know anything else about our birds, leave a comment down below for us. Leave a question in the comments and we'll try and answer all the questions as best as we can. So take care folks, from me and from Perry and my afternoon brew. Have a fabulous day.